Raisins were Blowers' first major crop, and he's considered to be the father of the California raisin industry, producing his first raisins in 1867. During the 1870s, Blowers was the top quality producer of raisins in California, receiving the highest prices for his branded raisins and winning the highest awards in state and national competitions. In 1874, he told a reporter for the Pacific Rural Press, "I am going very slowly in raisin production. Shall not try to do more than I can do well, but I've already done enough to see that once when master of it, 'twill be a most pleasant and profitable business." Certainly, raisin production was profitable enough that in 1877, Blowers built the elegant Victorian home that is featured on both labels, experimented with new fruit varieties, and designed, built, and patented a fruit dryer that was acknowledged at the time as state-of-the-art. Blowers' success with raisin production was a result of both his own entrepreneurial and horticultural skills and California's climate. Unlike the eastern United States, California has a classic Mediterranean climate, mild and normally wet winters combined with long, dry summers of moderate heat. This climate allowed California farmers to produce crops such as citrus and grapes that previously had been imported into the United States from southern Europe. Of course, such produce had to be shipped to an urban market, and until the Transcontinental Railroad was completed in 1869, the only major urban settlement was the city of San Francisco, where in 1880, approximately 40% of the state's residents lived. Via the Sacramento River, agricultural produce could be shipped cheaply to the San Francisco Bay Area, and Blowers was assured of a domestic market for his raisins if he could produce them. Why was Blowers the first California grower to successfully produce and market raisins? He was an intelligent, inquisitive horticulturist and an excellent marketer who studied his foreign competition, mostly Spanish raisins from Malaga. He continually experimented with grape varieties to find the best suited for his location in Woodland, and he irrigated his vineyard to increase the crop yield, thus improving the profitability of his operation. He was one of the first growers in California to plant Gordo Blanco, a Spanish raisin variety that is also known as muscatel. Later, he planted Sultana, a seedless variety. He studied how to pack and dry raisins at a time when no one in California had any real experience with raisins. He placed his raisins on wooden racks between vine rows rather than on the ground. This allowed easier turning and more equal drying of the raisins. In 1874, Blowers lost part of his raisin crop to early rains. Blowers then designed and built his own fruit dryer, which used wood for heat and through its ventilation system kept the temperatures low enough to dry the fruit but not so high as to cook the grapes. Blowers was a stickler for high quality. Raisins were sorted and graded in the packing shed. Each box of raisins was of even quality throughout the 20-pound box, and only the highest quality raisins were sold under his label. He developed and perfected a novel method of raisin packing, which was later copied by other producers throughout the state. His method assured that each box was completely full and that the top layer was filled with plump but dry clusters of muscatel raisins. He took top prize for raisins at the Centennial Fair in Philadelphia in 1876, beating all domestic and foreign producers. In 1880, the state legislature created and funded the California Viticultural Commission for the purpose of encouraging and improving grape and wine production in California. The focus was mostly on wine grapes and wine production, but the importance of raisins and table grapes could not be denied. 8 of the commissioners were wine producers, but the 9th and final slot was reserved for R.B. Blowers. During his 7 years as commissioner, he shared his knowledge with other producers, many of whom became competitors, traveling the state and speaking and writing about raisin varieties, culture, and production. Under his leadership, the California industry grew from producing 75,000 boxes of raisins in 1880 to just over 1 million boxes in 1890. R.B. Blowers truly was the father of the California raisin industry.